Week 12, and the SEC is crazy this year. I mean, right now, we still really don't know who is going to be in the SEC Conference Championship. We still don't really have a clear idea, even who will be that number one team in it. Like, for example, the Big Ten, they know that they're probably going to have Oregon in it, and then probably Ohio State, depending on the Indiana-Ohio State outcome, which I do think Ohio State will win there. Then the Big 12 got at least, BYU will be the top there. ACC, maybe Miami, SMU, but the SEC is still unclear who will be that number one team or even two. Like, it's right now a free for all. Right now, it's 8 teams. 8 still have a legit shot, and it could be an 8-way tie. So let's take a look at these week's matchups and just the rankings. So right here, we got number 1 Tennessee right now in the conference. I'm showing conference record at 5-1. So they play Georgia this week. That's a playoff elimination game for Georgia. They lose, they're out. Nothing else. Like, they're out. So that's going to be a big game for Georgia. Georgia wins, then they're still in this. Tennessee is still in it, but it'll be very interesting then having another 2-loss SEC team. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SEC teams with 2 losses. Of course, Missouri could be losing this week to South Carolina, so then you get down to 7. It just no, that 7, 6, and 2-loss teams in the SEC. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's the point there. This SEC has just not been as dominant this year. They've been beating up on each other. So let's take a look at some matchups here. But obviously, round up the rankings. We got Tennessee. So heads up, Texas A&M and Texas do play on week 13. Wait, what is this week? Week 12, 13, week 14, I think. How's the weeks work? What are we on? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, week 14. They play. So week 14, Texas and Texas A&M play. I'm going to assume Texas and Texas A&M went out to that game. So the winner of that might be going into the SEC championship right there. Then it's going to be a fight for the other spot. So Texas A&M and Texas might have their spot not locked in, but those two are locked in a spot for those two, and then whoever wins that goes into the SEC championship. Your other spot will be being fought between Tennessee, Georgia, Ole Miss, and Alabama. If Tennessee's to lose, then it's an open game. But I think Alabama then might. Here's the thing, though. Alabama's been beat by Tennessee. So as long as Tennessee doesn't lose another game, Tennessee's above Alabama. But then Georgia's gotten beat by Alabama, so they're not going to be ahead of Alabama. So I might leave you to a Texas and Tennessee SEC championship. Or I don't know where Ole Miss falls into the mix of that. But it's going to be very interesting, to say the least. So let's go ahead and look at the matchups and stop my talking. So here we go. Starting at noon. Oh my gosh. Why did I mess up? Okay. That should say Arkansas. Let me fix that real quick because that's going to bother me, guys. I'm so sorry about that. Now you get to see how I edit my videos, though. Isn't that the bright side, though, right, guys? What is Arkansas's record? 5-4. That's so embarrassing. While I am doing this, it would appreciate if you would please like and subscribe, as making these graphics on it do take a lot of time, and especially since I'm still considering I'm in school still. Like, I really like these videos to, be able to actually get out to a lot of people. So like and subscribe would really help out the channel if you would, please. It means a lot to me. And I kind of like, I wish we can build a bigger community with all this, and that's kind of my goal, is just to build a new college football community on YouTube. Is what my hopes is with this. So I'm not going to include Arkansas's rank. So again, sorry for the interruption. So yeah, Arkansas at 5-4. So Texas will probably win that game. So we got 3 games in a row. Not really big games. Obviously, you can see the weird times is what makes them not, your SC primetime games. Obviously, you got Auburn, Kentucky, and Alabama playing cupcake teams. So there you have that. Alabama's record is showing 4-2 for the SEC. Yeah. So obviously those 3 will win. LSU, Florida. Interesting matchup there. Unfortunately, Florida be on their water boy quarterback. I do think LSU win that game. Let's get on to these next ones. These are the big ones here. So these right here are your eliminator. So Missouri loses, then they're out of the playoffs. I know Missouri has a playoff chance still. We'll get into more into that later in the video. So Georgia, Tennessee, 7:30. Big game there. I'm not sure if I'm able to stream it since I'm currently in the process of about to be moving. I would hope to stream that game. That is where. So we'll see if stay in tune for that. So right now, I do think Georgia, with Nico being out for Tennessee, I know Carson Beck is garbage, but Georgia still will find a way. I mean, we've seen this every time where Georgia's probably gonna come back with lots of anger after losing, big chip on their shoulder against losing against Ole Miss, and it being at Georgia. I do think Georgia will win here. That Tennessee defense though is gonna be good. I think a very low scoring game here though. I could be wrong. But I do think Georgia's going to win there. In Missouri, South Carolina, give me South Carolina for that game to win. Let's go ahead and look at our playoff percentage chance, though, according to ESPN Analytics. So, according to ESPN Analytics, Texas still has an 85% chance. So, they're not locked in because they could lose to Texas A&M and be 2 losses, but I think they still be good. Then we got Georgia, which I'm not sure why they're ahead of Tennessee and Bama, or not Tennessee, but at least Bama, because they've lost. I don't know. Yeah, the two teams that beat them are below them. Anyways, so 76% chance. So Georgia, Tennessee, whoever wins that game, let's just say they're going to be right there. So South Carolina, Missouri game, if Missouri wins South Carolina, I think their chances actually might go to like a 10%. I don't know. I don't work on this. I could be mistaken. But I would say if an 8-2 Missouri, with their loss only being to Alabama, Texas A&M, would at least go up to 10% and would probably move up in the rankings after a ranked win against South Carolina. With that being said, what is left on Missouri's schedule? I actually need to pull that up. Because they still shockingly have a shot at the playoffs. They have to play. Who's left? I think Arkansas is on it. South Carolina, Mississippi State, Arkansas. Shoot, they win this. If they actually do win this South Carolina game and they win out, they probably make the playoffs. Maybe. I mean, that's be a difficult one. A Tennessee, Missouri, who's not really been good all year, but somehow still managed to go 10-2. Next, we got LSU. They're done. Texas A&M, I still have high hopes. I think there should be like a 50% chance to make the playoffs because they beat Texas. Sitting at 2 losses now, they lose SEC championship, then that's one thing. But they still have a bigger chance than I think a lot of teams do. I think that we all call it football. Then we got Ole Miss, Bama, Ole Miss. I do think we'll make the playoffs now. Well, what's the percentage though, or what's their schedule? That's what it matters though. Schedule here. I don't think they play anyone else, do they? They play Florida, Mississippi State. Yeah, they're in. So I think Ole Miss is in. If they get in the SEC championship and lose, that's the only thing. You don't want to be in the SEC championship almost, unless you're a South Carolina. I don't know. South Carolina can't even make it. Unless you're a Missouri or LSU and you need that win. Besides that, though, SEC championship almost, if you're a 2-loss team, will almost be a punishment because then you go 3 losses and you might get kicked out of the playoffs. So that right there is your current just SEC overview for this week. Please like and subscribe if you do enjoy this kind of content. Again, it helps the channel out. We're trying to build a community here. And follow up for some more videos as I'll be releasing a video soon. I'm calling out a certain YouTuber soon. Starting out some controversy. Another cultural YouTuber has just not been, let's say, being very smart right now about how cultural playoff committee works. But that is all for today, and bye.